Preferring to be alone does not mean someone is broken, antisocial, or unhappy. In psychology, the preference for solitude is often linked to how a person processes energy, emotions, and information, not to a lack of social skills. Many people who enjoy being alone are not avoiding others. They are protecting their mental balance. Psychological research shows that solitude can serve as a form of emotional regulation. When alone, the brain has space to organize thoughts, reduce stimulation, and recover from social overload. One of the most common traits linked to this preference is introversion, but not all introverts dislike people. They simply recharge differently. Social interactions, even positive ones, consume mental energy. Solitude restores it. Another factor is heightened self-awareness. People who prefer being alone often spend more time reflecting, observing patterns, and analyzing experiences. They tend to think deeply rather than react quickly. This internal processing can feel difficult to maintain in noisy or crowded environments. Studies in social psychology also suggest that people who value solitude often have a lower need for external validation. They are less dependent on constant interaction to feel secure or entertained. Silence does not feel empty to them, it feels meaningful. There is also a strong connection between solitude and creativity. Research has shown that uninterrupted time alone can improve problem solving, imagination, and original thinking. Many writers, artists, and thinkers throughout history intentionally sought solitude for this reason. However, society often misunderstands this preference. Modern culture tends to associate happiness with visibility, sociability, and constant connection. As a result, people who choose solitude are sometimes labeled as distant, cold, or unfriendly, even when this is not true. Psychology makes an important distinction here. Preferring solitude is not the same as avoiding connection. People who enjoy being alone can still form deep relationships. They usually prefer fewer connections, but stronger ones. Quality over quantity. Another key point is sensory sensitivity. Some individuals are more affected by noise, crowds, interruptions, and fast-paced environments. Solitude reduces cognitive overload and allows them to function at their best. It is also worth noting that choosing to be alone is often a sign of emotional independence. Being comfortable with one's own thoughts requires stability and self-trust. Not everyone can sit in silence without distraction, but those who can often build a strong inner world. Psychology does not frame solitude as a problem. It becomes a concern only when isolation causes suffering, not when it brings clarity, peace, or balance. In the end, people who prefer being alone are not rejecting the world. They are simply interacting with it on their own terms. And understanding that difference changes everything.